Hopefully this will work because I'm uploading at the same time. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Welcome.
If we have any issues with the stream right here at the beginning, it's because I'm uploading something to YouTube in the background. So hopefully it won't be a problem.
What uploading?
Just the Hangout thing because it's good to have uploaded in an unlisted format. Hello, Donna.
I was going to say the thing that I'm excited about is they just were putting in new fiber in our neighborhood. So hopefully soon I'll be getting better internet.
You will have better internet than we do at home.
For all of our... You are shaking the whole... We need a stabilizer for the table.
You worry about that so much.
Yes. Like I said, because when I'm watching other people's stuff, the shakiness bothers me. You know what it is? It's because your monitor's on an arm and then the camera's on your monitor, so the monitor jiggles around.
Yeah.
See it?
One of these days we'll do something different with the. I had a weird thought on the way over. This is totally just. I probably should have talked to you about this offline, but because I don't think anything's going to change about it though. But I was like, you know what we should do is
a lot of things.
Because I have to come over to your place all the time, and we used to go over to my place all the time. What we should do is on non-live stream times, record at my place or rotate back and forth between our places, because then that ends up being easier to like cook dinner too, so we're not messing up your kitchen and whatever. But anytime we have a live stream, obviously like the studio's here, but we have the mics and stuff already at home to be able to do it from there if we just want to record. But total fleeting thought on the way over, not necessary to do anything. Doesn't matter. Hello, Jorge and Christiana and Nicole and Megan and Deanne and Stephanie.
Stephanie, I saw that you got to do a lot of exciting things recently. You got to go to, what was it, the Sam McKim Centennial celebration, and maybe there was another book signing or something you did recently too. I like to live vicariously through Stephanie's social media because she does all sorts of fun Disney stuff all the time.
Stephanie is
and I would be right there with her if I could.
Stephanie is so in the stream of Disney activities and events happening in Southern California. If there's a Disney event, Stephanie's there, probably.
Thank you, Nicole. These were 2 years ago, maybe, for Christmas, but they're so fun. I'm like... Tag was laughing at me because he's like, it's not even Thanksgiving and you're all Christmased out. I said, it is the start of the holidays at the parks, so I'm going to be all festive today, but then I'll go back to my normal, like, continued fall attire through Thanksgiving. But I really, truly what it was, I picked this up at the cast member store. One trip ago. 2 trips ago, I spied it and I wanted it and I forgot to go back and grab it, and they didn't have my size. And then this last time, they had it again, and they had my size, so it was fate. But I've been wanting to wear this, but it is like a sweater, like a thick sweater, so I haven't been able to wear it, but it is a sweater spirit jersey, and I absolutely love it. And I was matching with one of our weekly tiers during our hangout, because our weekly tier Ryan was also wearing it, so we were twins.
I'm trying to find...
But it's so nice because it's embroidered.
Is it this one? It is this
and
one.
Then it's a spirit jersey, so you've got Disneyland embroidered on the back too. And it's the shorter, it's only on the shoulders. It doesn't go all the way down like to your elbows like some of them do.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's very cozy.
We got to switch to this one soon.
We do.
I don't think I can share. Yeah, all I have is a web browser. We'll switch to our holiday logo variant here pretty soon as well.
Yeah.
I'm just boring. I've got this, and then...
I know, it's funny. You walked in, and I was like, there is nothing festive.
No, because it's not the holidays yet. But
start of the holidays.
I did wear, because we talked about the cruise line, I did wear my cruise line shirt under this. So I am representing Disney. There have been times I've shown up and not been wearing Disney at all. So.
What do you mean? You're representing Disney here. This is Disneyland.
That's what I said. I'm saying I got Disneyland here and the cruise line under.
Oh,
so but it wasn't.
You got layers.
It wasn't
Disney.
Holiday.
No, not holiday.
But at least it was Disney, because there have been times where I have shown up without things. That's
you know what
I'm
the parks needs for? So they've got all sorts of festive headbands with bows but they don't have anything like non-bow related really for festive years. They should do like a driver's cap with ears. Wouldn't that be cute and festive? Like in the plaid checkeredness, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a fun and festive hat.
You know who'd like that? Vern.
Vern would absolutely adore that.
Oh, good. It's still uploading. Okay. I just want to make sure it's still uploading. Oh, you volunteered to set up for the Sam McKim event.
Oh, that's cool. Stephanie, that's super cool.
We still need to get
Matt
McKim on because he said he would be on. Well, now it's probably... Is his book out yet,
Not
Stephanie?
Not yet.
Because he said he wanted to come on when the book came out. Because he was busy still working on the book and didn't want to... He wanted to finish that. That was taking a lot of his time.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, no, the book is not out yet. I'm like excited for that. There's so many good Disney books out there. So many. My list seems to keep growing and
you
growing
haven't even read the
growing.
ones you have.
Nope, because I'm bad at that. Because I'm also reading like regular books. But yeah.
Okay, that did go out. All right. For some reason, I was thinking it didn't get posted. Okay, sorry. Squirrel.
The event looks super cool. Stephanie, were you able to be there for the full day to see both presentations, or did you get, because it was a whole panel of Disney folks for presentation A, and then a whole different panel of folks for Disney presentation B. And so some people did like a VIP where they were to go to both, but like one of them, like who all was there? Just off the top of my head that I remember, Tony Baxter was there. Kim Irvine, I want to say, was there. Floyd Norman was there. Bob Gurr, perhaps. But yeah, all sorts of cool Disney people.
Did we not follow her on the DL Weekly account? I just requested to follow her on the DL Weekly account because I was going to look at I wanted to look at your Instagram stuff and
12 more boxes, Stephanie. Wow. I can't even imagine because I already saw like so many treasures have been found. Wow.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him about that. Hopefully,
well, the Disneyana presentation that he did a couple seasons ago was so fun.
That's cool.
Tony Baxter was a last-minute ad. Donna went to a Charles Phoenix event honoring Bob. Very, very cool. You know what? We just had a weekly. Speaking of Bob Gurr, I just had a weekly tier message us this morning that she and her daughter are on the Bob Gurr's tour today.
I saw
so
on
fun.
Bob Gurr's social media that he was. People were getting on the bus in the zoo parking lot, and I was like, "Oh, I remember that. That was fun."
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. Yeah, Bob Gurr's tour is awesome.
So much good information, and yeah, it's one of those things that you can go see the sights, in places on your own. But it's really
Bob
cool
Gurr
to hear Bob's, stories and memories of those places and his thoughts.
His whole life revolves around the places on the tour. He told us about a lot of his history and how close he was living and working and just being around all of those things.
Yeah,
so
it's just incredible.
Ooh, Tony Baxter.
Very incredible. So has anyone... Let's think. A lot of exciting things happened this weekend at the resort. Of course, start of the holidays as I'm sitting here in my holiday stuff. Tiana's Bayou Adventure officially opened to the public. Kickoff of Festival of the Holidays happened too.
The regular holiday season.
Yep, regular holiday. That was what I said first.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons and tons of great stuff. Was anybody there for the kickoff? Or is anyone planning to go celebrate the holidays?
Juan?
Oh, look at that. Juan got to
so was
ride
Donna.
Tiana's yesterday. Donna was there Friday.
Oh,
Nicole was just
got
there.
A bunch of people.
Dang.
Wow, so many people were there and doing stuff. That's cool. So
Just
how
got
was all
back
the
from
stuff?
Disneyland today. That's amazing. Yeah, what did everyone think of everything? What are everyone's thoughts on Tiana's Bayou
favorites?
Adventure?
Did anybody try any of the good food?
Did you see, we'll talk about it, of course, this week, and maybe you already talked about it in the foodie guide, that Harbor Galley now has fresh gingerbread cookies?
Yep, we talked about that. Yep.
Yum.
Oh, and saw Dusty Sage.
Super cool. Front seats for World of Color. Wow.
Fantasmic, good. Nicole, did it seem like Fantasmic was running well? Because I know that there was a period of time where things seemed... Ooh, the barbecue was delicious. That's good to hear.
That's awesome to hear.
The holiday tour.
Jeez. Donna, you got to do like so much. The train, yes, the train's back up and running, which is amazing. Christy, yes. Wear a poncho. I keep hearing all over the place that everyone, and actually Fresh Baked did a side-by-side video of how much more intense the water splashing and getting into the boat is now, which I was hoping that they were going to tone that back, not like pump it up. But so like, hopefully they'll adjust the levels down a little bit.
You get a poncho, but it doesn't protect your feet. My feet always seem to be.
They have those little booty things. Haven't you seen those?
No.
Yeah, they have like little shoe booties that you can put on. They're like little shower caps for your shoes.
So in Florida on Mission Space, you can get like the wild ride that like really spins you, or the like less intense one. I wish that there was like you could get in one of the Tiana's boats. It's like this is the less wet version.
The less wet. Yeah, that's called the Walt Disney World version.
Maybe. Nicole, that's great.
That one was like a little mist of water versus a tidal wave that we get.
They've turned up the water and put wheels on the boats. Interesting.
Why would they turn up the water? No. Especially, like, I understand turning up the water during the summertime and, like, the hot months, but not now.
But also... Oh, jeez.
This was... My mom framed this. I sent her this photo. This was the last time I was on Splash Mountain. And I think we even did, like, a video of, like, us saying goodbye. And I was, like, just over it. I'm like, nope. Goodbye, Splash Mountain. Don't care. Soaked.
That's hilarious.
Soaked.
Yeah. I wish, I feel like for
I think
Tiana's...
you made me right in the front.
I feel like for Tiana's, even more so than Splash Mountain, that it's, like, more geared towards, like, kids.
Yeah.
And I feel like, kids probably don't care, but do parents of kids really want to deal with their like sopping wet children afterwards? So I just don't know. Couldn't they find like somewhere in the middle, like part of the, like you said, do it in the summer when it's hot. Like there's a reason you go on the water rides in the summertime, but do something. Don't make it so wet.
I will note, I don't really have like a habit of having giant 8x10 photos of
It was
myself.
a very large photo.
My mom printed that. So I sent it to my mom. She asked like how we were, like, she just happened to ask, oh, how's Disneyland? Right after we had gotten off, and I'm like dripping. So I sent her that photo. I'm like, it's great. And so for Christmas, that was framed and wrapped under the tree just as like a gag gift. So it now lives in the podcast studio because, why not?
They wrote it a few times on Saturday in the third row each time. Oh, that's good.
Third row.
Yeah, I think it definitely has to do with how many people are on the
I think we're gonna have
you.
to be those people that are like, can we please have the back rows instead of like usually we like the front row, but not for this attraction.
I feel like
anymore.
the front row is good if you want to like see everything, but it's also bad if you. And actually, sometimes I feel like the second seat in in Tiana's now is the worst because it's like. Sometimes it feels like the water goes over the first person and then comes to the second person.
It's just not good. It's not good.
We just have to. We're just gonna have
like
to
4
agree
and 5. 4 and 5 is where it's at.
That you just need you just accept that you're gonna be wet. Just like I don't go on Grizzly River Run unless I really want to get wet.
See, it was just that one time though with Grizzly. That was a one-off.
When I go in February, I'm gonna have to have a day where I wear like sandals or something that like so I don't have socks or my shoes that are gonna stay wet all day, and I'm gonna have to wear. It's February, so I don't know how cold it's.
Just bring sandals and get yourself a locker, poncho and Crocs. There you go. Donna.
I won't wear a poncho if you're gonna go on a water ride. You don't wear a poncho.
I don't know. In February,
and Crocs though, Crocs would be good. Oh, for ballots they wouldn't load front or back seats. Huh.
I mean, but then you have less weight in the boat, so you shouldn't be getting as much water.
That's true.
That's what they
you
need.
Could.
Why do they have? They should have installed lockers for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. In fact, I know exactly where they could have put them. They could have put them where the old photos were up at the exit of the queue. You could have put your locker.
Yeah, but then you'd have to go all the way over there to put your stuff in the
That's
locker to go out. So, because I would have thought that area that's like where you come out the exit, there's that kind of like blank wall.
Yeah.
You could have put lockers there. But I guess there's like a maintenance door or something there, isn't it? Like that cars can come on stage.
Yeah, but that's closer to the shop.
You know what it is? You get off and you go right into
the
shop, and you're like, some of that clothing looks nice and warm and dry.
Why? That's what they need to do. Maybe they have it, and I just haven't noticed. Ray's Berets and Lewis's Critter Club both need to sell ponchos. You know what? They could even theme them to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I've never seen, when in the old days of Splash, I don't remember there ever being ponchos over there.
I feel like they sell them like behind the register, and that's not where we're ever looking. I could be wrong, but I thought that they did.
Could be.
I'm trying to find here. Here it goes. Here's the new store. I wanted to show you.
The store looks gorgeous.
It does look good. There is a shirt I really want.
They're in the Winnie the Pooh store.
Okay, that's not going to be
Over at...
Isn't there there's not like a post anywhere about the merch for the... Oh, merchandise. Here we go. Updated. There is a shirt that I really want that was in there. And we haven't talked about this on the show yet. Those are cute.
They're gorgeous.
Hold on. Let's see if I can... Hold on. Please hold. I got to select which screen. Window capture. This. So these are cool looking.
They're beautiful.
And then, those
ones are nice too. I like both. It's hard because they're both good sets of ears.
Okay, I apologize for going so fast here. I'll switch back to us so I can scroll fast, trying to find what I'm looking for. But there's one. You're not going to be surprised when you see it because you're going to be like, "Yep, that's Tag's shirt." Ooh, that's a nice pin. Oh,
Mama Odie.
Okay, this pin, love it. This pin,
need it.
Love it. Here's your firefly. Oh,
they're so cute too, and they're rechargeable too.
Let's see. What the? Oh,
it's
kid.
A giraffe.
Yeah. Well, it was large from what I was looking at. Let's see. Where's the shirt I want? Oh, come on. Now we're into the
Holy
food.
cow, there's a ton.
Yeah. Now we're in Ray's Berets. It wasn't in Ray's Berets. Problem was, maybe it's up here. Maybe I just maybe it wasn't
Cafe
loaded.
du Pond. That's clever.
How come they don't have the photo? It's
Just
this shirt right here. It's this one.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it says on it, but yeah.
It's this purple shirt. Let me click on one. Maybe I can zoom in on it. Here, new tab. Let's see if I can zoom in. So let's get to the party, and it's got Lewis. Not Lewis. It's Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis is in the front.
Yeah,
and then there's critters behind him.
I love purple, and it's the purple I like. So this shirt will probably be coming home with me next time we go.
There you go. Why not?
And you've probably talked me into the Ray cute thing.
The little bug?
Maybe not this one. Maybe the straw topper. I think the straw
topper is adorable.
Could not be loaded. I don't
and
know
the hey straw topper?
Yeah.
Oh, they won't have that.
I'm going to have a lot of straw toppers.
You are going to have a lot
apparently.
of straw toppers.
So I don't have a bunch of new shirts now. I've just got a bunch of straw toppers.
You know what's nice, though? Straw toppers don't take up that much space.
Well, that was something that James and I talked about today because we were talking about Christmas. And I said, there's not a lot of things we either want for Christmas, so we should take our budget that we spend for Christmas and put it towards our trip in February. I'm surprised
that would make way more
version
sense.
Of that. Yeah, so that's probably what we'll do. But that'll be exciting. Yeah, I like that shirt a lot. We talked about this a little bit on the Hangout earlier, but the New Orleans Square area also looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far with that. I think as sad as I am that those big gorgeous trees are mostly no longer, there is still, they did replant a couple of trees and there's one, maybe two of the original big trees that are still there. So I'll take it. It's just more functional because it's almost like, it's very similar if you just took that space and subtracted the fountain, because the fountain, what was I going to say? The fountain was beautiful, and we need that. We need things that are beautiful and just like there to be, enhancing the space. However, with how the queue was going for Haunted Mansion, that was like permanently always in the space that was just supposed to be kind of like a hangout, beautiful, chill area. So I get why they had to permanently move the queue out, which then made them have to reshift everything else in there. But I think they did a really nice job. I don't think it to me, it looks like it's going to be it's going to have a nice flow. It's not going to feel kind of bottlenecky like it had in the past, especially because you had everyone going either to the train station or from the train station in the same little skinny pathway because everything else is being taken up by overflow queue for the Haunted Mansion. So it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I really hope to see that we were talking about this on our hangout, that they maybe use that space for some character meet and greet stuff too, because it is very open. So I'd like to see during the Halloween and holiday times, have Jack and Sally move over there so they're kind of meeting and greeting right outside the Haunted Mansion. During the pandemic when they kind of had the COVID procedures in, I loved that Jack and Sally interacted with guests from the balcony of the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was so fun and so cool, but I think they could very easily do meet and greets over here and still have plenty of space for like the queue to get to the characters. The characters are in a more prominent spot, so people are going to see where they are and know to go over there and say hi. Plus it makes more sense to have them over there versus over by Pirates. You could have Red or, the pirate band and, all the Pirates themed stuff can stay over there in that section of New Orleans Square. So anyways,
Fresh Bake did a nice walls down thing, and the first thing I noticed was the ground for Teresa, because it wasn't plain.
It wasn't plain swirls.
This should have been everywhere in New Orleans Square. Everywhere that they've done stuff should be this cool ground. And I think Disney got the memo, because it seems like everywhere that they've by Tiana's, they've done nice groundwork. The only place that they've kind of been weird about the groundwork is back by the Fantasyland Theater, where they kind of have painted the blacktop, which was a very 1980s, early 1990s Disneyland thing where like each land, this is before you went, each land used to have a different color of painted asphalt. And now they've, over the years, they've gone more towards this kind of textured ground places. But this looks nice because one of the problems that I find challenging for people with like wheelchairs or strollers or electronic convenience vehicles is around New Orleans Square. Some of those things are very cobblestoney and very hard if you're pushing something on it, where this looks mostly flat.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be like jostled all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. So I also hope that they get this fountain working, because it's not running
I'm sure they
as
will.
of this day. But I'm really excited for all of this.
I'm sure once the work on the backside wraps up, that's probably one of the final touches.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of shade back here. I was a little worried about how much shade we'd be losing, since we were losing so many of those big, lush, gorgeous trees. But it's actually pretty well shaded. And, like, that's a new tree right there, so obviously that's going to grow up and get bigger and provide more shade. That front one there, that is an original tree. Look at me, the tree expert here. That's one of the trees that were saved. I think maybe the other front tree on the opposite side is original, but the two back trees closest to the train station for sure are new. I'm glad they replaced them.
I'm just impressed at how much greenery there is already over this. Look at that nice shaded queue area.
It looks very lush. And like, look at that tree there. It's got plenty of space for it to grow, to just provide even more shade in this queue. I like it.
Yeah, really, and then this is all open and stuff now. This is really nice.
That's definitely an OG tree right there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, there's a couple OG trees as you're kind of looking around. This, I think, is an OG tree here.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks nice. I mean, everywhere's kind of shady, which is nice. I mean, this was in the morning, so it'll be interesting to see what midday when the sun's overhead will be like. But I like this. And actually, this area, even though it's the same size as it was, obviously, actually, it's a little bit smaller because this stuff is pushed out.
It's a small area, but it seems way more open.
It feels bigger. Like, it's going to be easier to move people around. And I love that they moved the popcorn cart. Let me see if I can here it is. They moved this popcorn cart back here instead of being up towards kind of the entrance area, which always caused like a bottleneck. So that's really nice. We'll see how the line works here.
Well,
though.
actually, I saw some reports of opening day of the holidays because this popcorn stand does have the gingerbread house popcorn bucket, which is one of the hot ticket popcorn buckets for the season. And the thing that's nice is you can have a crazy line for your popcorn cart for the popcorn bucket. And again, it's not impeding anything. Whereas where that cart was towards the front of Magnolia Park, which I think we're still going to call this area Magnolia Park.
Yeah.
It was then impeding in like the major walkway.
Is this a new tree?
That's a new tree.
I have not seen any video yet. I'm sure I could look on YouTube and find some, but I haven't seen nighttime shots of here. There's a lot of lights here, which is making me kind of excited.
I'm hoping that there's lighting in like that there's maybe some lighting in the trees.
Now I gotta look. Anyway, I'll take it off of that while we just continue to talk.
But anyways, I think it looks. I'm liking what I see, and I'm liking all the peaks that we've gotten over the wall into the queue, what we can see of the queue. For the walls are also down in front of the gift shop or the carriage house, and it's coming together. It's missing a lot of the show elements and like decor that we saw in the concept art, and there has been some changes, which is normal. That's what happens. They can't do exactly. It's never 100% what the concept art is. We get that. But there was a lot of like elements that brought a lot of like character and charm to the building that we're not seeing yet. And I'm hoping that some if not most of those do actually come out and kind of, I don't know, tie it in a little bit more, because it just kind of looks like a big blank building right now.
Here's a nighttime shot, and it does look great at night.
It does look nice.
They have all the queue lighting on and stuff, it looks like. This looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all those new light poles with all this great
bright
decorative. Too. Yeah, and all this great decoration on it.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, uplighting. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen any of this nighttime stuff. This really opens up Tiana's palace too, because before with everything that was here, it was hard to see kind of the front of it, so that's nice. I like it.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, this is nice. There's the popcorn bucket. This is the queue area with some nice lighting. Yeah, this is going to be very exciting when all of this gets... when the queue and stuff opens too, it's going to be really nice. They said David from Fresh Baked was saying that they played that they had Haunted Mansion music playing like in the queue. But
it's a cool version of it,
like more spooky.
I liked it a lot. I really liked it. It was Grim Getting Ghost, but like David didn't even recognize it at first. That's how different it feels and sounds, but it's cool. I like it a lot. So
here's the gift shop at night. House. That's very bright.
Yes.
Ooh, Tiana. I haven't been looking at night stuff. A lot of
Tiana's at nighttime is it's breathtaking. I really love the purples and blues.
Oh my goodness, it looks so cool at night.
It's very pretty.
I like that you can see this part of the attraction again.
Yeah.
I feel like
so we were talking about this on our last stream. I have learned so much of the layout of Splash Mountain, or former Splash Mountain, current Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I didn't realize how much of the ending drop, like you're kind of wiggling around, was right there under that bridge and all that. But they've really opened it up so you can see that. But it is amazing because when you're on the attraction, it took me the longest time. This is embarrassing, but I'm going to admit it anyways. It took me the longest time to, like, I never actually realized when I was on the attraction that we butt up to the Rivers of America.
Oh, yeah.
I never realized that until I think I was on maybe the Mark Twain and saw a Splash Mountain boat, and then it finally because you're just like in this like frenzy of like being soaked and laughing and having a good time. You're not really paying attention to what's around you, so it's just amazing how you don't even notice.
The fact that the carriage house back is right here, as opposed to...
And that's the final show scene that you're going into right
which
there.
Which is crazy, but God, that looks gorgeous at night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm excited to see this in person. I really am.
Do you know what also makes me excited? Because I'm going in February, it's going to be dark more at night. And we go in the summer where normally we only have a couple hours at night to enjoy in the middle of summer. This is nice. Yeah, this whole area just looks great. I was going to bring up here because we talked about it on the other stream, but I just wanted to pull it up here because I didn't know if you wanted to mention anything about the carriage house.
Yeah, the only other thing, too, that we were kind of worried. You know what I love? Okay, I haven't actually said this. I think this was intentional. The carriage house makes me... Can you go to the front of the carriage house again?
Yes. Here?
Yeah, is there one that's further back?
I'm sure.
There, maybe the concept art would be fine, too.
Like that?
What does this building remind you of?
A witch's hat?
Walt's Barn.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, at least the side of it.
It reminds me of Walt's Barn, that one side.
Yeah.
Not 100%, but like the roof line.
Reminiscent.
The roof line is reminiscent of Walt's Barn. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it puts a little smile on my face.
Yeah.
So one of the things that folks were worried about, ourselves included, was how much this was going to kind of encroach on the exit at the Haunted Mansion there. And it's a funnel or a tunnel, but I don't think it's too much. Like, I think traffic flow will be okay still. But because it is a little snug, I don't know how much of those decorative elements are going to be put under the on the side, the left side as you exit.
Here's Walt's Barn for comparison. So here's the front. Well, here you can just look from the concept art.
Yeah. It's very reminiscent.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that.
It's not the same thing, but
reminiscent.
It's reminiscent.
Yeah. So it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're excited to see this kind of come together, and I'm really excited to see once because I'm sure Imagineering hasn't really come in to like really zhoosh the place up.
I think they were just trying to get the walls down for the opening of Tiana's.
Yeah, like that. Like it's still very much just finalizing in the construction phases, and then it'll be handed over to Imagineering to work their magic. Which I think in the shops that we've seen for Bayou Country, how they've kind of transformed those two spaces, I think we're in very good hands because both of those shops look incredible. If you haven't seen any photos of the inside of Lewis's Critter Club or Ray's Berets, take a peek because they're gorgeous.
So what is this queue?
That's Tiana's Bayou Adventure queue.
Oh, because it was open.
That's
the standby.
That's the virtual queue / standby because they're still mixing in with Lightning Lane.
Oh, okay.
So it's still a crazy overflow weight of a queue.
This looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like at night. I love Disneyland at night so much.
Yeah.
Their lighting designers and stuff do such a great job.
That they do.
I mean, even look at I know we're not talking about whatever, but I know. I
love the lagoon at night. Well, even during the day, the lagoon just looks so beautiful,
just
and
everything, just everything.
Now you just have to wait until the train station is done and you can appreciate all of your lights working again.
Fingers crossed.
I'm sure they will be. I'm sure. There's no way.
And of course, Main Street at Christmas,
Yes. How can you not?
I am so glad that they brought back the garlands across the street because for a few years we didn't have that, and I think it adds so much.
Was it a parade or something that?
Yeah, I think it was for one of the parades. They had the parade float was too tall.
Too tall, yeah. They're amazing, just amazing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now that we've gabbed on and on about Tiana's Bayou Adventure in New Orleans Square and even the holidays. Did anybody have any questions or want to hear anything specifically from us about, any of the things that we just talked about, or even my preview cruise on the Treasure? I was going to say Vern Tag's upcoming trip in February. I also have a cruise coming in January. Look at us. December, January, February. You and I have some sort of Disney something planned. That's pretty insane.
Feels like summertime. We had a block because the last time we did anything Disney was at the beginning of August for D23.
Prior to that was
and
June.
Nothing.
And then prior to that
was May.
They? No, April, June.
Keys went off sale again, didn't they?
Yeah, keys are not on
for
sale
sale
anymore.
Dang it. Because we were panicked, and so we renewed our keys, and we should have just.
We could have waited.
We could have waited.
That's a great question, Jorge. We actually don't have our next podcast trip scheduled for Disneyland. So we don't know when our next meetup is going to be. It's looking like our next podcast trip will be in the spring, probably aligning with the Disneyana event. I don't know if they've actually announced their dates for their spring event just yet. Oh, wait.
They did.
They did. May 3rd. So end of May, beginning of June. Oh, it's late.
Yeah.
So anyway, so maybe we're going to have to do a trip before then because I don't know if I can wait that long. Because that's almost going to be a year at that point for me. So anyways, Donna, how did I get invited on the Treasure? So that is a pretty amazing story. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to this past week's episode, but I just babbled on and on and on about how excited I am about the Treasure. But
which you should be.
I got invited because through Concierge. So Concierge actually got the official invite to the preview cruise, and they extended one of those spots to me and asked if I would want to go along, which of course, no brainer. Heck yes, I'm there. So yeah, I got invited because of Concierge. Jorge, to go to the Disneyana convention, you can go to DisneyanaFanClub.weebly.com.
Putting it in the chat.
And all of the information's there. You can become a Disneyana fan club member.
Which is worth it if you're going to go
Yep,
to
which is
thing.
worth it because you do get discounts on their expo and events. And yeah, all the information's there. When tickets go on sale, they'll be on sale through the website there. It's really great. If you are in the area, I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out the Disneyana Fan Club spring and fall events because they're always so much fun. There's so many amazing Disney folks that show up that are either presenting or just there hanging out as, fans. We really enjoy it. It's a much more relaxed and chill atmosphere than some of the bigger things like D23, which we do love, but it's just different, right? It's just different.
I think that's the plan,
Donna. Well, yes, Donna. In fact, this is how much of a nerd I am. I will preface this. I needed a new phone anyways.
She did.
However, I made sure that I just got my brand new phone because I wanted to make sure that I had a new phone before going on so that I could capture even better videos and photos while we were there. In fact, I was playing with the new phone today and I'm like, ooh, look, there's a little video editor app that came with the phone. Maybe I'll have to play around with that and see if I can just quickly edit my own things together through there and make something, because otherwise it'd be me asking Tag and James to teach me how to do a new program. So yeah. But yes, definitely going to try and shoot some video.
The biggest hurdle Teresa has to overcome is her perfectionism.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I'll tell you, if you've ever been around Teresa in the park when she's trying to do social media posts, she spends a really long time. I'm like, you realize that people are going to look at this for 10 seconds,
yep,
right? And she's
care.
like, nope, it's got to look great. I'm like, okay.
I don't care. I love. Well, see, and I just really enjoy taking the photos and having the nice photos for me.
Totally, yeah.
And then also sharing them. And so I'm because I'm that weirdo that pays attention to people, to video angles and what's in the what you can see and what you can't see. I pay way closer attention to my own photos than
unrelated.
normal
There was
people do.
something I sent a photo to Teresa, and I thought she'll correct me. I thought so. We were at a thing. I don't want to get into what it was, but
yeah.
I was at an event. I was at an event, and I sent a picture to Teresa. And she knew somebody who happened to be in the background of the photo, and she said, "Oh, look!
It's somebody.
Remember these people?
It's someone that he also knew." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Look, so and so's there too."
And I'm like, "Why are you creeping on the background of my photo?" And she said, "No. The person also posted a photo from that event."
Yeah.
And she looked to be like, "Oh, where are they in relation?" But it was just funny because it was in the background, and she circled it. I'm like, "Are you creeping? Are you zooming in on the photos and moving around?"
It was funny. They were sitting right in front of this very obvious big, I don't know, I guess I'll call it a sign.
Yeah.
Whereas Tag's photo, you could see that same exact sign in the background. I'm like, wait a minute.
Jorge, this came from the cast member store.
Yeah.
Which
this
sold at a Disney.
Yeah, this I think they have this on sale for the 100th.
It's coming apart.
Anyways.
No wonder.
Oh, the eras.
Let me hit this button. And do that so it doesn't get in the thing. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It was originally, we didn't pay this much for it. I have one too. It was originally $75.
And I think we pay like 15.
We paid 15. And Teresa wasn't going to buy one because she was worried about getting it home. And I said, you know you're going to regret it if you don't get one.
Well, and I decided you had to figure out how to get yours home. So it wasn't, if you had to figure out how to get yours home,
and it worked.
It was going to be about the same to figure out how to get two
Obviously
of them home.
got it home.
We did. We got it home.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, there's my new. I have to share this.
Yes, you should.
It was so perfect.
We got our D23 member gift,
We
and
did.
Teresa got.
And you get a mystery. You get a mystery pins and a mystery figure, and this was our mystery figure. I love him so much, Mr. Merlin. We did decide there was a missed opportunity because they did not include his pink boxers.
Oh, breaking news. If you are not a D23 Gold member, which is what you need to get this cool thing, you get $40 off a new D23 Gold membership right now if you go to d23.com to join this.
Look at that.
And what's really cool about becoming a member, I don't know if they will, I wonder if this will, okay. Hopefully this will show you all the cool benefits you get. Yeah. So you get the member collector set, which comes with, it's a giant box, and you get Sorcerer Mickey, which is about the same size as Merlin was there. And then you either get Maleficent, Mama Odie, Genie, or Merlin. And you get two of these pins. There's Madame Leota, there's King Triton's Trident, there's the poison for Cusco, the magic lamp. I don't know what that is. Coco's guitar and Maui's hook. So really cool. So if you become a member, that's what you get. You also get their quarterly publication. You get access to special events, especially if you live in like California. Discounts and stuff, which is really great. Yeah. So this. Oh, good. They have the set here. Are they going to show it like when it opens up? Because that'd be really cool. No, it's just
now I'm curious what that other pin was that you can't quite see there.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
If you're curious, we got Maui's hook and Madame Leota. So Tag was joking. He's like, this box was made for you because I had like my two favorite things, Haunted Mansion and Merlin. However, I said to Tag, I'm like, Maleficent and Mama Odie, I would also not. I would have been so excited about those two as well because how cool are they?
Oh, it's the black flame candle.
Is it the black flame candle,
That's what
or
it
is it
looks
the
like.
Encanto? The candle from
it's
Encanto?
probably the Encanto candle. You're probably right. Do they have like a video here that like talks about
And like the coolest cards too. We had a game night last weekend. 5 of us with the exchange student used those cards too.
So Sources printed Mickey Mouse figure. We got 1 of 4 magical mystery figures. Look, Merlin was the first one shown too.
Merlin.
Odie would have been really cool. Genie was the one I was least excited about, actually, of those.
Yep, I think it's the Encanto.
It is the Encanto candle. A deck of Disney playing cards, which are all cool looking. They've all got the characters and stuff. Super neat. And then you also get your gold member card. You get a really cool certificate that says you're a member. You get 4 of the D23 magazines. You get access to tickets and stuff for like the D23 Expo and a bunch of other stuff. And this is what the box looked like because it's got 1 character here. It's got 1 character here, the pin, the deck of cards, and then these 2 things are right at the top. So pretty cool. It looks like you would have gotten a different color box too. We got the purple one. This looks like a blue one. So anyway, $40 off. The membership alone, I think, is worth like the cool gift that they give you and the publication and stuff. So even if you can't use any of the discounts.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for our D23 promo.
We do not get a
little infomercial there.
We do not get
no.
anything. I was just saying that I literally went there to look it up and it had this $40 off thing. So I was like, why not?
Share the discounts and joy.
Isn't there something with Disney Plus too? Maybe I'm crazy.
Yes, Disney Plus members right now have a special discount on tickets to Disneyland. I think you get a.
No, I mean I thought D23 members got some deal with Disney Plus or something. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
But right now there's some Disney Plus perks that they have
perks,
listed here.
Perks for Disney Plus, which I thought it was interesting that it's tickets. You get discounts on tickets to Disneyland, not just because usually it's right both coasts, World
Buy 2
and
days,
Land
get
for
one
kind
free.
of that kind of a thing. But yeah,
For the holidays.
for the holidays.
And then you could enter a chance to win a Star Wars Celebration Japan stuff. That's pretty cool. Limited time only early access to Deadpool and Wolverine merchandise. Did you see? We're gonna talk about this week. Did you see Deadpool came back to tell Christmas stories?
I did. And he has like a little Santa outfit that he comes out in.
I'm so excited. So excited. We won't see it, but I'm very excited.
I think it's so fun. Again, I know they're not like utilizing that space to the fullest, but I'm glad they're doing something. And it's still entertainment. It's not, it's not a show at the Hyperion level entertainment, but it's still fun entertainment, right?
If only. I really want a Hyperion show back.
I know. Eventually. Maybe that'll be one of the things that they announce for the 70th. Like one of the ways that they're celebrating the 70th. We already know that we're getting an amazing parade back, Paint the Nights.
Mm-hmm.
And it's seeming that it's probably coming to Disneyland, not going back to DCA, which personally I'm a little sad about. I would have liked it to go to DCA just so that there was more balanced entertainment.
Yeah.
Or more balanced nighttime entertainment, because you've got Fantasmic and the fireworks right now at Disneyland, whereas DCA just has World of Color, so it would have been nice to have World of Color and the nighttime parade of Paint the Night.
I'm also sad because...
But maybe they are. I don't know.
They Fresh Baked had seen that the floats for Magic Happens have been taken off property, which means that if Paint the Night's going to be there, it's only going to be at night, so we don't have a daytime parade at Disneyland, which is sad because Magic Happens is really cool. I'm sure it'll come back because it was such a great parade.
And it might just be them having to move. No, we do have a daytime parade because the Pixar Better Together parade's coming
But
back.
that's going to be in DCA. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying Disneyland Park
but
does
there
not
is
have
a daytime parade at least.
That's fair because there wasn't a daytime parade at DCA when there was Magic Happens, and then there was for a little bit. There was the
Better Together.
Together.
Well, and that actually might be why Paint the Night's over at Disneyland and not at DCA.
Sure.
I don't know if they have enough.
So
space.
Disneyland would have no parade.
Well, no, I'm just thinking space. Do they have enough space for both of those? All of those parade floats in the backstage of DCA?
That's a good question.
Maybe not.
Yeah, because you can't just leave them outdoors. You have to have a warehouse for them.
Yep. Protect them.
Absolutely. Oh man, it's already 8:17. Look
I
at
know.
that. So, any questions for us about anything? We do have to probably think about trying to schedule our year out pretty soon for trips.
I know. Well, now that we've got
last year we were so good.
Our dates. Well, I think the problem was our dates weren't coming out as early this time around as they had last time. So
I think what we're gonna have to do. Talking this out loud on a podcast or on a stream, probably not the best idea. But I think what we're going to have to do is, because what time was it? That was in June. Maybe
the
this
end of May
time frame, after classes are done, this end of April, beginning of, because that was at the end of May.
Yeah, so we'd have to do the beginning of April.
Well, I've got classes, so that's not going to happen. But maybe, anyway, we should see what there is going on there because that would be a good... time to go, but we'll have to figure something out because we were trying to the thing that we're trying to do going forward is we're trying to hit up a lot of things that we've wanted to do, like Dapper Days and a bunch of the other type of Nurses Day, all of those things, and we're trying to plan trips around those events because we've been this year we didn't go to Halloween because we've been to Halloween a few times, so it'd be nice to try to go to something we haven't been to.
Same thing with the holidays.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we haven't been out for the holidays.
Yeah.
Which I'm struggling. I'm struggling that we weren't out there for Halloween, and I'm struggling that we weren't out there for the holidays because they're so fun.
I mean, it is fun.
In a perfect world, we'd be out there every month.
If we had more funds earlier,
and if we were closer,
we could. No, I was gonna say we could probably swing a buy tickets and do the New Year kind of trip because I am available during that time. But anyway, we'll figure it out. We've got trips Pumpkin carving with Terry. Yeah.
Stephanie, I think actually that might work out because we were talking about that. The producers have not been to Oogie Boogie Bash yet. And so we were thinking maybe that's when we'll do a trip. All 4 of us was for Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah.
With what Tag and James's class schedule is, it was the week before Halloween that you had off. So I think, and I looked at them, I'm like, I think that lines up with Terry's pumpkin carving class. You might have some donated, you might have to babysit and be the, we might have to have you adopt our pumpkins though, Stephanie, because we're not coming back to the Midwest with our pumpkins. So they might have to happily live on your porch for the season. But yeah, I'm thinking that actually is going to line up perfectly because I think that's when you guys typically do that class, right? The weekend before Halloween.
I am looking right now to tell you when our time off is in October.
So Stephanie, whenever there's a date, ballpark of a date, let me know. Sunday before Halloween. I was going to say, I think the Terry class is always when Vern and I do our big pumpkin carving thing here. But like I said, I think we'll be in California, hopefully.
Yeah, so if it's going to be scheduled, we don't have the schedule for that time of next year yet. But this year, yeah, it's 7 weeks after classes start. So that ends up being about that time. Because the other thing that I was trying to tell Teresa, but I think Teresa would rather go around Halloween, was with the parties starting earlier, we could go at the end of August as well. But I think you were saying, because I was thinking because of the producers that the tickets for Oogie Boogie Bash would be cheaper for that week too.
But I don't know if that works with classes, though. I think that's the problem, is James has class.
No, neither one of us has class. Oh. We don't have classes that start till September.
We'll figure it out once they announce the dates. I also just don't know. Oh, that's, I just don't know if I want to go to a Halloween party in August.
Well, you didn't want to go to Disneyland in general in the summertime, and that's all we did this year was go in the summertime because of how everything was scheduled. But we know that Mouse Meet, right, is the other thing that we want to try to hit up. Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet. Oh man, so it's gonna be another quick turnaround stuff because we're gonna have the Disneyland Fan Club is gonna be the end of May, beginning of June. The other thing's in July, so it'll be the very next month.
Depends on how we do stuff. Yeah, depends on how it all lays out. But yeah,
Teresa really wants to somehow make going to Pacific Mouse Meet and then a Disneyland trip happen in that same...
Because it's the same week as Disneyland's 70th. So I was like, man, if we could try and get down to Disneyland, do the 70th, go up, do Pacific Northwest Mouse Meet, perfection. So I was looking at, I was being a crazy person and looking at flights and all sorts of stuff to try and see if we could make a little triangle
July
flight
19th,
pattern.
Yeah. So we would have to do Disneyland before the Mouse Meet.
We'd go to Disneyland and then we'd fly to the Mouse Meet and then fly home. But yeah, anyways, we'll have to see.
Wow, 2022 was a big year for people being there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to figure some things out. It's great that people are starting to finally announce dates because we haven't been able to schedule anything because we didn't have dates. Mm-hmm. So... And
we might be able to figure it out, Donna.
But then there's also a Marceline.
Yeah, Marceline's
for the gala, the Walt's Dreaming Tree Gala again.
Tree Galas. Yep.
If you can make it to the Dreaming Tree Gala, it is a great event. It's a little pricey, but totally worth it.
Well, no, there's different levels of what you do. So there's because we did the VIP level last time around, and then there's just kind of the...
But you want the VIP because isn't that what got us to all the talks?
That's what we wanted, was the VIP.
Yeah.
But if you're but we're also very fortunate in that Marceline is really not that far away from us. So other people that maybe this is their only time going to Marceline, they could, the time that we were doing the talks, those folks would be that would be the time that they'd be exploring the museum and doing stuff around the town itself, whereas we were just hanging out listening to folks talk about their amazing Disney stories, which is incredible. But it's if you're somebody, because we didn't have time to really do the museum during that day and do all the talks,
right? But we had done the museum.
Yep, but we had been to the museum because we're fortunate.
Yeah.
I think for a lot of people, I think it's a little strange because for a lot of people, Marceline's probably like a once in a lifetime type trip, and
Sure.
it's very close, very close. In comparison, it's the closest Disney thing to us out of everything because Marceline's about a 6-hour drive from where we live, so it's easy for us to get down there compared to going all the way out to California or Florida or.
Can we talk about how when you look for Dreaming Tree Gala, we are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th thing that comes up for it?
Look at us.
On episode 304. That is cool.
That is cool.
That makes me excited. Anyway,
But
if
yeah,
you guys could
September.
do it, great time to do it.
Mhm.
September, it's going to be September 20th, 2025. Knowing how it is for out-of-town folks, if you're flying in or something like that, it's going to end up being a situation where you are flying in from, like Kansas City or whatever, and driving over?
Yeah, it's either Kansas City or St. Louis.
Yeah, and then driving over. And then you can either stay, there's a couple places to stay in Marceline, or there's like the next town over has like a normal like hotel motel kind of thing.
Yep.
So.
All right, Stephanie, I wrote down the 26th to add to our calendar to see if we can make that finally work this year.
Yeah, we should put this in, and then I should put it in the Notion
Start
thing so we can figure it out.
Figuring out our trips in our calendar.
Yeah. And see what we
Since
can do.
I mean, it's already almost 2025, isn't that wild?
I can't believe that it's like already past the middle of November right now. Like, what happened?
I was thinking about that with even the Treasure Cruise. I was like, that's
coming up
less.
quick.
It's less than a month away at this point now. I'm like, this is wild.
Mm-hmm.
When is the cruise? So Donna, the cruise is the first part of December. So I want to say
the last part of January for the other one.
Yeah. So the treasure preview cruise is the first part of December. So it was the 12th through the 15th. It's only a 3-night cruise. So I'm going to try and pack in and do as much as I possibly can do in those 3 days. Maybe I'm not sleeping. That's fine. I'll sleep on the plane on my way back. It's okay. But yeah, I'm just super stoked. There's 3 other ladies from Concierge that are Lindsay, who is the president of Concierge, and then 2 of the Concierge planners are all also going as well. So it's going to be the 4 of us conquering the treasure, and it'll be amazing.
Like, this may sound terrible, but I'm curious to see how the bathroom situation is going to work for you ladies, because
we'll figure out a schedule.
There's 2 sinks, which is great, because that's one great thing about Disney.
There's 2 sinks. There's 3 mirrors, 4 mirrors probably. Yeah, there's 4 mirrors because there's like in the sitting area or whatever. So it's just showering.
And I think what will have to happen is what we would probably do is, there's 4 of you, so it's probably like 2 people are showering at night, 2 people are showering in the morning, or whatever. Yeah. But if they have with longer hair, don't you have to like shower in the morning? Because like if you try to sleep, then it gets all wacky.
But that's not everybody. Everyone's routine's different.
Okay. See, I don't have longer hair, so I don't know how all that works.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. That is like so not a concern. I think it'll be fine.
I mean, you're not even going to be in the room. You're just going to be hanging out at the Haunted Mansion and Jungle Cruise places. Make sure you take plenty of photos of that for Vern, because Vern's
I'm going to take a million photos of everything.
Andy, who does our voice work for DL Weekly, was on Hub Crawl this week, which will be out next week. And he was saying that that me and him should somehow get in what he assumes you're bringing, which is an empty suitcase, because you're going to buy so much stuff on the cruise that you're going to need the empty suitcase to bring it back. So we could smuggle into your empty suitcase.
There you go.
And I said, I don't think that's going to happen.
There you go. No, I've already been trying to pre-plan, because the other big thing too is there's going to be all sorts of like inaugural stuff that's going to be like special. I'm like, oh no. And they've been releasing what some of that merch looks like, and it's all really
Do you have a plan for your January cruise too, for the same kind of thing? Like for souvenirs and stuff?
Well, both of the flights include a carry-on and an underneath. So I've got plenty of space if I need
it. That's good. That's good.
But yeah, tons of photos will be taken, tons of videos. I'll figure out the best way to get the videos out there to share with everyone so everyone else can see how awesome and amazing and beautiful I'm sure this ship is going to be, because everything that I've seen, all the like construction updates and the teasers and the concept art and all that, even stuff that's actually been put together and like photos of the actual stuff now, looks so amazing. It's in Florida now. The ship is in Florida. So
isn't it getting christened in like a day or 2 days, isn't it?
Yeah, the christening's happening soon. And it's the godmother of the ship is actually all cast members.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I thought that was really sweet.
Well, you're going to have a blast, and the next time we have one of these live streams will probably be afterwards.
We're going to have to figure that out, because I think the next one, I was looking ahead at the calendar, comes on like the day I'm coming back, which is not going to work.
It is the 15th. You'll be
Yeah.
back. Yeah. So we'll probably do it the 22nd.
Yeah, the 15th is the day I get off the ship and I'm flying home. So
we'll probably do the live streams on the 22nd.
Right before Christmas?
Well, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something
We'll
out.
figure it out, and we'll let everyone know what the schedule's going to be.
Yeah, because I think
Yes, Donna, they did save 4 stranded boaters on the
before they even
treasure.
had guests, like they're doing great work already.
Yeah.
All right, it is 8:31 here, which is 6:31 Disneyland time. So thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thanks for hanging out and asking all sorts of questions and chatting Disney with us.
And there's a lot of cool content, especially from Teresa with all of the stuff going on with cruises.
It's
gonna
be DCL weekly for a little while, so we apologize about that. But we'll still give you all the news and updates from Disneyland as well.
Of course. Yep.
Thanks, everyone.